So what is up guys, it's MC here, and in today's video I'll be showing you guys how you can build your very own slime down minigame. This is going to be really cool, really easy and quick and simple. So without further ado, let's get into today's video.
So many pieces all back together now. What's your vision?
If you guys do want to join my notification squad shoutout, don't forget to subscribe and keep notifications turned on.
So as you guys can see, we are here in our lovely, awesome world, and what we're going to firstly do is build this slime down minigame. Now this is going to be a very quick and short video because this minigame is very simple to build, but I will show you the beginner and I will show you the advanced one. So basically what it is, it's basically a minigame that relies on your ability to place blocks very quickly. So what that means is that you need to be able to place blocks very quickly. So what you can do is you can, let's say for this course we want a let's just use a lime concrete color, simply because of course we're going to be using slime as the main block of fun here. And what you want to do is you want to go to a very high point. So you want to build all the way up to a very high point, as high as you possibly can. Then once you're at this said high point like this, there we go. As you guys can see, we're at a very high point. Now what you want to make sure you do as well is you want to make sure you give your users around a, I guess you could say, where is the slime? You want to give them, you know, just a decent amount of slime, okay? Make everyone have 10 slime. So then you want to make a platform up top. You can build the platform as big as you want. You'd certainly want it to be a really decent height. You want it to be a little bit big, simply because of course this is going to be where everyone's spawning, and it will make sense in a little bit. So I'll show you guys. So you want to make the platform not too big, but just big enough so that, you know, if there are people up there, they can all have a good time and a good chance at spawning in this area. So next thing you want to do is you want to make sure you set the world's point to this point right here. So I'm not sure why it doesn't say set world spawn point, but you want to make sure it's up here when you're playing this minigame. So as you guys can see, that's done. And then the next thing that we need to do is we need to build places to go down. So as you guys can see, the higher you do this, the better. So what you want to do now is you want to have basically another platform, and you want to make sure like this. So we have a platform like this, as you guys can see. And you want to make sure that this one is, I guess you could say, a little bit smaller, because you want it to be a little bit of a challenge. And I'll show you guys how you can do this. So the gist of this entire minigame is basically this. What you want to do is, as you're falling, you want to be able to place the slime just as you drop. So you basically want to be able to do this just as you drop. As you guys can see, I didn't do that, but if you do it, time it, and you do it right correctly, you won't die. As you guys can see, if you place it right down. But if you don't do it right, then, you know, you'll drop straight and you're down. So definitely make sure that between every platform there's at least 24 spaces, because if you don't, they will survive the drop, and you want them to survive the drop. You want to make sure that they do survive the drop. So the world's point is up here, and I'll show you guys how we can play this. So I'm going to drop, and of course I failed. So once I go back to the top, well, for some reason it won't let me go back to the top. But yeah, that's why you should make sure. I don't know why for some reason the world spawn point isn't going up here, but definitely make sure you set the world spawn point up here, because if you don't, people are going to keep spawning at the bottom, and this world game it's just not going to work. But for some reason I can't set the world spawn point. I don't know why it's not working. But yeah, make this platform really big. And yeah, that's pretty much the mini game. Now in order to make this, I guess you could say, more fun, what you can do as well is you can have water as well. So for example, what you can do as well is, I'll show you guys. If I go in survival, you can place water really quickly, and as you guys can see there, it really works. But the only downside to placing water is that other people can also jump in your water as well. So I guess it's not too good. Now what you could do for this as well, which will make this even more fun, and I guess you could say a much more fun minigame, is you could have loads of platforms. And then let's say, for example, even if you didn't want to have the spawn point all the way down there, you could just, you know, since you're the host of the world, you could just spawn everyone to the top pillars. And then what you could have is you could have something like this. You could have a pillar up here like this, where we have the spawn pillar, or, you know, just a higher one. Then everyone jumps from here. And if you don't want everyone to have stuff in their inventory, what everybody could have is just, oh gosh, I didn't mean to drop all the way down there. What everybody could have is underneath here, what you guys want to do is you want to add a second layer, and I'll show you why that makes sense as well. What you want to do is you want to add a second layer here, because of course it's going to be really cool. So what you want to do is, oh gosh, there we go. So what you want to do is you want to have some areas where you have water, and then some areas where we have lava, as you guys can see. So it's a bit of a very tricky thing. Now you want to do this for the entire platform, and the reason why you want to do this is because it just makes it that much harder to, you know, go down. So it's basically the first one down wins. So I guess you could call this mini game slime down or block down, or you know, you could call it whatever you want, but it's definitely really cool. So as you guys can see, when someone's trying to jump down, it's going to be very hard because they can either land in water, and as I was saying, they can either land in water or they can either land in lava. Now, of course, it's going to be really tricky and really. Oh gosh, no! I messed up the whole thing. So as you guys can see there, I didn't mean to do this. Yeah, let me just place these lavas back. So as you guys can see, it's really tricky and really difficult for the players to hit the water as well. And you can put more lava as well, like you can make the levels a bit harder. So this level, I guess you could say, is medium because half of it's lava, half of it's not. And you can have a super hard level where all of it's lava and just one block of it's water, and you can do it progressively harder as you go down. So I'll show you guys how it works. Let me go in survival, and I'm thinking I need to jump into the water, so I'm going to try to jump into the water, and as you guys can see, I missed. I failed, I completely missed. And yeah, I need to destroy this water here. Let's go into creative. How is this even, is this water still going down? Okay, it's going down, but yeah, as you guys can see, I failed. And yeah, so what you want to make sure you do, if you're the host, you want to make sure that for some reason it should work for you guys, but you should set the spawn point to the top point. If that doesn't work for you either, what you can do is you can keep teleporting people towards you, so you can just stay up here and just keep teleporting people towards you. And if they fail, if they drop down, you can just teleport them up towards you, because of course climbing all the way up is just going to be very long. But yeah, it's just going to be, as you guys can see, boom, I landed in the water, and it's going to be really cool. I personally feel like this is a great idea, a very cool idea. What you could even do to make this even, you know, harder is you could even, you know, for example, let's say you wanted to forget about that, you could make this entire middle bit lava. So you could, no, not like that. You could make this entire, how do I do it again? You could destroy that block, destroy that block like that. So you could have these blocks have lava just like that. So as you guys can see, oh gosh, a lot of fails here, but as you guys can see, it's not that hard. I'm just showing you guys different variations of this mini game. So, you know, as everyone drops down from layer to layer, there's less and less water, so there's more and more chances for you to fail. So the layers get very hard. So you could have let's just destroy a block there. You could have maybe one water over there, and then the rest of it's lava. Like everything else is lava apart from those two blocks. So you know, you have to make sure wherever you land is good. And even if you do land in the water, you know, some people might jump out and they might go straight in the lava. So it's very dangerous, very fun. So yeah, definitely make sure you can do that as well. And what you can also do as well is this one's gonna be fun as well. I really like this you know, idea, is you can even put slime between them. So let's say for example someone lands down, and because the slime bounce is going to be so, oh gosh, so, you guys can see I'm just completely failing here, but yeah, but because the slime bounce is going to be so high, what tends to happen is the slime actually, is that going down? As you guys can see, what tends to happen is you might bounce on the slime and then you accidentally might bounce in the lava. So you can hit the slime, but you gotta make sure that you bounce in the lava, as not in the lava. You gotta make sure you bounce in the water. So I show you, boom, and then as you guys can see, you gotta make sure you hit the water. So it's up to you guys how you want to do this. Then once you've done this one, you go on to the next one, and boom, as you guys can see, we will have some more lava and water here as well. As you guys can see, you go down and you go down. But yeah, if you want to do this game as high as possible, because that way you get more levels, it's just a really cool thing. Me personally, I love the way this mini game is. I think it's really cool. And you can even, I think you could possibly do a world preset for it, but I'm not too sure, because I know that you can do some world presets. You can have one layer of lime green or whatever, and then, you know, spaces of air, and then more spaces. But yeah, play around with this idea. It's definitely a really cool idea. I think it's really cool. Another tip slash trick is that if you want to land on the slime and you don't want to bounce, I'll show you guys. You can actually, if you just hold A, you actually don't bounce that much compared to when you don't hold it. That's just a really quick tip if you're trying to play this mini game. You want to build it and you want to outsmart your friends at this mini game. So yeah, I think this is a really cool mini game. You just, you know, drop from the top, drop all the way down onto different levels, and it's really cool, really fun, and just to see who is the best at dropping in Minecraft. So without further ado, guys, it's DrewsMC, and hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, to subscribe. Until next time, it's going to be peace from me.